Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. At the bottom of the screen, guys, you'll see that there's an email address. If you have anything, video-wise that you think would be good to share with the with the viewing audience, or if you have a story to tell that you'd like me to do a report on, or if you just want to say hello, guys, you can have at it. The email is right there. I try my best to answer you guys all back, and we'll take it from there. But guys, listen, I want to get to the final officer in the Memphis 5, the ones that are involved in the Tyre Nichols situation, and this is the one that's getting the most scrutiny. I'm going to talk about this guy. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to do it as only Stock Market Steve can do, and I'm going to just, you know what it is, raw and uncut. And you know who we talking about. Everybody's favorite son. Demetrius Haley. Now this guy right here is a bona fide piece of crap. And I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm going to say a couple of things because I went back and looked at the video again. Because every time I look at these guys, I go and look at the video. And I did Justin Smith yesterday. And I left some things out. But I'll go back and do another video on him. But I want to talk about this second scene and why Demetrius Haley is going to get the most time. Him, and it's going to be 3 of them that are going to get the most time, or should get the most time. Desmond Mills, a.k.a. the Baron of Baton Use, and Tredarius Bean, the village idiot. All 3 of them are the worst ones. And I don't care what his lawyer says, he was very instrumental in putting his hands on Tyre, which I showed video proof, guys. I'm like one of the only channels that showed that. You know, and I took a strike from YouTube over that, but I had to give you guys the content. You know, but I'm going to lay down 7 things today in order of why this guy right here needs the death penalty. And yeah, I said the death penalty. I don't wish death on nobody, but this guy's not human because he treated what? Tyre Nichols like he wasn't human. All of them did. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to jump into it. Fact number 1. And this is just, it's in order. When he pulls, and we're going by the video, when he pulls up on Tyre Nichols, he opens the door and pulls him right out. Never told him why he was stopped or anything. You know, a cop will pull you over and say, hey, we pulled you over because of reckless driving. Or if they do snatch up the car because you're a danger to yourself or somebody else, out there around you, they'll cuff you and then tell you, hey, this is why you're apprehended, but none of that happened. That's point 1. Point 2, he was on 100 upon initial contact with the man. Soon as he rolled up on there, you know what I'm saying? Him and Emmett Martin, who was on the other side of the car, immediately acting stupid. Now, I'm going to tell you something. They said he was reaching possibly for a weapon. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you something. We've seen this. If you guys watch a lot of police videos, when they say gun, what do the first thing the cops do? They back up and shoot. They don't go in there and grab you while you're trying to grab at the gun. And the guy on the opposite side is always what? They're usually the one that opens fire because he's closer to being hit if the gun is picked up on the passenger side and aimed at him. Lies. They lie. Point number 3, and I want you to listen to me very clearly. Demetrius Haley is an idiot because when they showed them running off and Demetrius Haley couldn't chase Tyre Nichols, when fat ass Hempfield was chasing him, Hempfield and Demetrius Haley were the ones that chased him down the street when he took off, ran for his life and stopped number 1 when he escaped. He maced himself. He couldn't even see. Hempfield had to, pour water in his eyes, and he was sitting there for like 5 or 6 minutes trying to just get his vision back. He had to walk, Hempfield had to walk him from that corner where he chased Tyre back to the squad car, that well-lit area, because he couldn't see. That's how blinding the mace was. He had to walk him by hand. And then after that was done, right? He says, this MFer made me mace myself. First of all, he ain't make you mace yourself. And it's multiple times they maced each other. Stop 1 and stop 2. Stupid policing. Like they had no training at all. They were just dudes with badges going out there trying to act like they was police. With real police weapons and stuff. Now, I want you to remember point 3 I said where Haley said this MF made me mace myself. Because it'll come in. It's very important. And this is what I learned. It's very important to remember that because it's going to play a pivotal role in stop 2. Now, remember in the stop 1, when Emmett Martin, Tadarius Bean, and Justin Smith said, we got him on a thing. What did Demetrius Haley do? Oh, they got him. He told Hempfield, stay with the car, Tyre's car. Put his stuff on, got in the car, and rode to the second scene. This is where it gets crazy, and this is point number 4, why I don't like this man. And why he is just dirt to me. Pure filth. He went to that second scene because they already had him apprehended. He could have slowly went to the scene. He went to the second scene to exact revenge on Tyre Nichols for him spraying the mace and getting it in his face as well. Think I'm lying? Look at the video if you can stomach it. Go back and look. Play it back. Turn the volume up. Put your ear to the volume because the sound is a little off. You can hear everything. He went to scene 2 to exact his revenge on Tyre Nichols. Now, he gets to the second scene. The camera takes a different angle. It takes the angle of Tadarius Bean's camera. I thought it was Justin Smith, but it's Tadarius Bean. It's his camera that the angle that they're looking at. Now, first they show Emmett Martin. That's the one where you see them, Justin Smith and Tadarius Bean hitting them. Then they switch camera angles. And it's Tadarius Bean up close where, you know, it's dark. You can't really see anything. But you hear a lot of screaming and gurgling because they're choking him. Right? They're choking Tyre. All of a sudden, the camera falls off. I thought somebody covered the camera. The camera falls off in the struggle and them bumping into each other and all. Tadarius Bean is the one that lost his body cam and it fell on the ground. Right? Now, I made a statement of what I thought. Meaning, I thought they beat him all over that corner and he wound up in another corner. He wasn't. He was in the same spot, guys. So I take the responsibility for putting that out there. It's not true. He was in the same spot. So, what's the name goes to exact his revenge, right? This brings to point number 5. After they beat on this man, right? They talked about him like he wasn't there. He's sitting there, leaning and all messed up, and they ain't walking. Oh, this MF on something. Emmett Martin going live. Yeah, he was going all across the road. And this, they talking because they know the body cameras are what? Listening. They're making the story and up and all this stuff. And now they're going to go with the story with the fake police report. This guy is super nigger. He driving all around, crazy, reckless abandon, assaulting people, running up and down the street. They can't catch him. He's a jackrabbit. He's eating the mace like it's Kool-Aid. They can't get him on the ground no matter how big they are. And when you look at these cameras, shots, guys, these are some big dudes. Justin Smith is very big. I don't know if that camera got a fisheye lens on or not, but Justin Smith is huge. He's tall. And I'm like, geez, it's no way they punished that man like they did. And that brings me to the next point. Point number 6. And hear me on this, guys. Demetrius Haley is the one that broke his neck. I think he broke his neck with his hands. Now, them kicks were hard, right? But when he was hitting his in the face and they had him the way he was, Tyre was almost out on his feet and he was just prone. You know, when usually somebody hits you, you turn your head. He was laying there and that man was punching with the strength of his legs and everything else. That man got to be all 230, 240. Linebacker, that's like getting punched by a linebacker in the NFL. I mean, viciously. And he already played kickball with his face, which was messed up. But I think the punches is what broke his neck. Because the way his head was after that, after his neck was broke, you know, they wouldn't let him lay down. When he went to the grass, he tried to fall over. Total animals. This brings me to point 7, and this is crucial. I just found this out today. The camera's on the ground, but it's facing upside down. Desmond Mills says, "Hey, I got your camera, bro." And he's the one that picked up the glasses as well. Whoever was lost, whatever officer lost the glasses. Desmond Mills picks up the camera. "Hey, man, here's your camera." As soon as they put it on, you see Desmond Mills. He's the one that gave it. It was Tadarius Bean's body camera that was on the ground. Tadarius Bean's body camera, when they get him back on there, this the part. Tadarius Bean, we're going to get off Demetrius for a second. Because Tadarius Bean is just as guilty as Demetrius Haley, except for he didn't do all the punch, but he did all the holding. Him and Justin Smith. Now watch this. As soon as he put the camera on, you see Emmett Martin standing there. Emmett Martin's talking a little bit about nothing. And then all of a sudden, they're walking around. Tadarius Bean has a camera. You hear Desmond Mills and Demetrius Haley. "Oh, he's on something." And Memphis is there. Like I said, they was talking about it like he wasn't there. He broke his neck. This brings us to point number 7. The reason why I had to tell you all that is it leads up to this. You hear them, you hear a call on the radio. It's EMS. They're at the other scene. "Hey, we're at the other scene. Can you bring them over here?" All of the cops, "Oh, hell no. We ain't bringing him over there. F that." Who was doing most of the talking about that? Demetrius Haley. No, not Demetrius Haley. Tadarius Bean. He got the body cam on. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp. He got the body cam on. He's tying his boot up. "Hell no. They could come over here." Now they got to drive around and find where they at. New coordinates and all this stuff. And then when they get there, they don't do anything because everybody want to tell the story of how this rabid black dude was tearing up the streets and they had to apprehend him and almost barely didn't survive. This guy right here is dirt. Tadarius Bean is dirt. Justin Smith, dirt. Desmond Mills, dirt. All of them dirt, just lying. And I'm telling you, this trial, like I said, I will be down there. I've never seen nothing like this. I mean, I seen the Rodney King thing when I was young. I seen the George Floyd thing, but that was in, you know, another state, and it was like a couple of officers. But to see this, that vicious, and then them talking about it, because it has audio with it. That's what makes this worse, guys. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm getting over flu. They gonna pay for this. Tadarius Bean's lawyer, he got the right one, the dumbest lawyer. If you seen he was sweating when he was asking basic questions, watch what he do when he got to explain the body cam and the audio that come with it. So you had a chance to take him to the ambulance and you didn't do it, but you put him against the car, the same car you could have put him into, and when you put him in the car, you could have took him to the ambulance and it might have saved his life. Think about that. Guys, listen, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. This guy right here is an animal. And as always, that's all 5 officers. And this is one of the worst. Him, Tadarius Bean, and Desmond Mills, they all run neck and neck with me. You know, and like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.